In.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Surrender and let go of the past. Whatever life takes away from you, let it go. When you surrender and let go of the past, you allow yourself to be fully alive in the moment. Letting go of the past means you can enjoy the dream that is happening right here, right now. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We had the Dow Industrials finish up 118. NASDAQ down 12. S&P's up 4.5. Gold contract down 80 cents, trading at 12.4610. Silver off 3 cents, $15.75. Let's go right over to that gold contract. Why? Because guess what? Tomorrow, 2 o'clock, we get the Fed statement. 2:30, you get the news conference. And bottom line, interest rates matter in the gold market in a huge way. The probability is just about 100% that they're going up in rates tomorrow. It's going to be all about the statement, what is going to be inside the statement as to how aggressive or dovish they're going to be. Gold out here today, bottom line, gets down to a price point of $12.3830. You do 200,000 contracts. It rejected the lower price as it went into the strength from July 14th. So the high of July 14th. July 14th, folks, when we came off the bottom last July, the bottom was at 12.25 4 days prior to that. No, the bottom was 12.14. Then the real strength came in right when it went into today. That's where we went from 12.25 to 12.4130. We get to 12.3830 today. You reject lower price. You have lighter volume, and you got back inside last Thursday's low, which is 12.4580. So that gives you a shot inside that gold market that we're going to get some strength, that we're going to get a wide price spread. Now, if we take a look at silver, silver's a toss-up, and this is why. So silver's trading at $15.75. Silver, bottom line, did the same thing. The difference would be, it's doing a little bit better. 15.66 was your rejection, and it's not as bad as I thought. When we picked up about 3 more pennies inside the silver market. So right now we're also inside that range. The range is 15.66. So we'll see if it can pull it off. If we look at the GLD, did reject lower price. You're at 118.15. We got to 117.40, and 118.10 got you inside the higher range, and that's what we needed. So big day. Big day out here tomorrow. Tomorrow. Now, 10-year note. 10-year note also rejected lower price, had lighter volume. We did 1.1 million contracts. You were going into 2.5 million as well as 3.1 rather. So that's a good indication. The 30-year is even more positive. The 30-year, excuse me, folks, we got down to 152.05. The test was the high of the last low on November 30th, which is 152.06. Nice rejection of price. Wants higher price. Pretty cool, because the bottom line is that the Fed is going to definitely go up on rates tomorrow, 25 basis points, short-term rates. The real question is going to be, the market is pricing in 2 moves in 2018. But these Fed fund futures, they move around a lot, folks. The bottom line is that you wouldn't want to be trading off them, I can tell you that. You know, one day they can be sitting there at 80%, next day they can be at 50, the next day they can be at basically almost 90. So right now, the futures, the Fed fund futures are building in 2. 2 rate hikes would be bad in 2018. You start getting into 3 or 4, it could be a big problem. Oil market, we're going to have the oil market was down 78 cents. That's trading 57.27. We're going to have the API numbers out at 4:30 this afternoon. King dollar was up 170 ticks, trading 93.640. Now, King dollar is a real toss-up, and what I mean by that, is that King Dollar right now traded to 93,825. We did light volume. We only did 8,200 contracts. That being said, you're staying at the downdraft, which was on the 14th of November. 14th of November, we went from 94.09 to 93.340. That's almost like 3/4 of a penny. That's a big move. So the bottom of that, we dug into it. So that's almost saying to me, you know what, when this move comes out, you could get a spike all the way up to 94,760, almost 1,000, and then you can give it up. So we'll see. We're gonna and that's where there is some divergence between the bond market, the metal market, and the dollar. Bitcoin out here traded. Let's see where she's at right now. We are at 17,120. The high of today was 17,578. The low 16,296. So quite a day. You're basically closing out at highs. That's how this is shaken out. And if we do look at the aspect, which is pretty cool, because now you can actually get the aspect of where Bitcoin is trading, meaning on a cash market versus where it's trading in the future market. On the CBOE, it's trading the last trade, which was done at 3 minutes past 4. Well, this is a 10-minute delay that I have. Was 18,150. That's on a future. That's going to be the January future. Right now at Coinbase, it's 17,445. So you can see the differential there is approximately, $650. That's how that's shaken out. High volume stocks out here, what do we have? The banks took off. Oh, you know, and Freeport-McMoRan also took off. Now, this is pretty cool. The Freeport-McMoRan, this has been building cars. It took off. Now, what that's saying, folks, is guess what? That's saying that, you know, the copper market took a hit, but this is saying, guess what? Copper's going higher. You know, Freeport-McMoRan is the largest copper producer in the world. When you take a look at it, yeah, they got into the oil market, but when you actually look at their numbers, bottom line, copper is $10 billion of their business, $10.4 billion. Gold is 1.5, oil is 1.3. So you can see copper is the big number inside Freeport-McMoRan. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming back with our man, Mr. Andy Heck. Dow finished up 118, NASDAQ down 12, S&P's up 3. We're going to be right back.